Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a little while since I've done a ceiling fan testing video. And this is actually one that's it's from some backlog that I've got. This is from the PA meet that occurred last month. God, I think it's been so long now, I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure it was like mid-July, I want to say. I don't remember. But yeah, I have a lot of fans that I have left to test. Actually, not a lot, but a few. But this is one that I actually hadn't. I was not planning on getting this one. This was a complete surprise. Um, this was in the auction that they have every year at the meet, and they auction off mostly desk fans, mostly portable fans. There's a few like bigger like exhaust window fans and things that they give away. They gave away pretty much everything. Um, but they don't rarely give away ceiling fans. I've noticed. I don't think there were any last year. This year there were quite a few, and this one I don't remember who donated it. If whoever that was, if somebody lets me know, or if whoever that was happens to see this video and comments, I will go ahead and give you a shout out in the description. But yeah, I don't remember who this originally belonged to. Um, but anyway, this is a new old stock View-Fan model V36L metal bladed spinner ceiling fan. I want to say this is like a residential slash industrial ceiling fan, simply because it does have metal blades, but it is marketed more so as a residential fan, I would say. It is light kit adaptable, which pretty much points it to being a residential type fan, and it did come with a 5-speed wall control choke, like a transformer based choke. And I'll actually show you that right now here. I can get it over my step stool there. So here's the choke, as you can see. It doesn't have a logo or anything. I think there might have been maybe a label on there originally at the top, but I don't have the screws screwed in, so it's going to fall apart. Now, unfortunately, even though it was new old stock and it's like never been opened or used or anything, every speed on the choke works except for the 5th slowest speed, the low speed. So high works, speed 2, speed 3, and speed 4 works. So I don't know if maybe the transformer got an open somewhere, or I don't know. I couldn't figure out what the issue was there. But the rest of the speeds all work, so that's nice. It's not reversible. Yeah, so I'll show you the box in a minute, and I do have the paperwork too, right here, that I'll show you after I test the fan. But this is the installation. I think this is the only manual that it came with, so I guess this is the so-called manual. And it came with a J-hook, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, I think these were called the Summer Breeze, if I recall correctly, but there's no like model name or anything labeled anywhere. It's obviously like a contractor type model, I think, because the box doesn't have any pictures or anything on it. It's like a blank white box. So I don't know if they had contractor models of ceiling fans, but seems like this would be one. Yeah, so I think these may have been called the Summer Breeze. Not entirely sure on that if this one was, but yeah. So then the other thing is the nut that you see, that white nut on the bottom of the motor. You can remove to put a light kit on. First of all, that's hugely childhood for me. If you remember the old Codep spinners at my aunt and uncle's house, which were made by View-Fan, but they were slightly earlier versions. They had that same design with the nut on the bottom. This one has that same nut, except this one's is plastic instead of metal. I always thought they were all metal, but I guess the later ones had plastic nuts. Anyways, this one's motor is stamped, not cast. The earlier ones were cast, and then the later ones were stamped. The later ones also are notorious for having terrible bearings, even sometimes out of the box. This one, surprisingly, has really good bearings. Well, they're not like really good, but they're not loud. I'll give it that. So now, I guess we can go ahead and start the fan up. I want to start it up on, I'll start it up on low, I guess, on the lowest speed that works, which is speed 4. And it's in really good condition for, obviously, for being brand new old stock. There's some like residue on the down rod, which is from, there's like a piece of packing tape taped around it for some reason. So I'm going to clean that off, but so that is technically, I guess you would say medium low, since the lowest speed doesn't work, but for all intents and purposes, this is low speed. It's pretty quiet, and I am feeling a steady breeze from it, so it definitely moves the air. There's a little wobble. And yeah, it's not making that much. Like, I can hear a little bit of bearing noise, but like it sounds pretty normal. So we'll bump it up to speed 3. This is probably like medium speed. Yeah, it's making some like very faint, like wet bearing noise, but it's not really that bad. I'm really impressed by the airflow. Okay. Speed 2, which is like medium high. It is making a little bit of like ticking. I'm not sure if that's like the bearings or if that's something else. I don't know. It probably is the bearings. These bearings are really bad. Like, inherently bad, not like it ran because then they got bad over time. Yeah, really moving the air now, so I'll turn it up to 100% high, speed 1. So yeah, this is basically like, I guess, a residential type industrial, because it's basically an industrial but adapted for residential use. So it definitely moves the air. And of course they're walking around upstairs while I'm filming the video, which always happens. Alright. Now, let's spin it down from high. And this will be a real test for those bearings. Okay, maybe those bearings aren't as bad as I thought, because that was actually a pretty long spin down. So now, let's, since there's no reverse, we're going to do 0 to high now. So start it up on the high speed. Just see what it does. Do up close view. I was just looking at this fan from down below, and it's making me rethink what size this is, because I think the, I have those two Golden Fan Industrials. I don't know where they are on my shelves. I don't know where the blades are, but I think the blades on those are smaller, so I can't be too certain. But I'll look on the top of the motor. Maybe there's a label on there with the actual model number. Because the manual is for models V36 and V48, which I don't know if this is 48-inch, but I don't know. It looks a little bit bigger than 36-inch. Who knows? Could be inaccurate. Although that is definitely 36-inch, and it's about the same size. I don't know. Let's go ahead and shut it off now, so we can actually look at the information on top. Get my step stool here. So these blades are actually quite sturdy, surprisingly. Like they're not all flimsy. So okay, I was right. It is 36-inch, as you can see. 36-inch AC ceiling fan, rated 120 volts. No model number, but that's enough for me to be pretty certain. I don't know why I was second guessing myself there about the size, but the blades for those Golden Fan Industrials definitely do look smaller than 36-inch, or they're smaller than this. Maybe it's because the motor's bigger. It's just deceiving, but who knows? Because those have the cast motor, the old style motor. Yes, this, I would like it if it had a lower canopy, although I do like that it's got the old-fashioned bell canopy. I always like that. And the nut, and then of course the one non-white part, which is that brass gold pinstripe. So yeah, and then the blades are of course curved on this edge and this edge, but not on this edge, which is pretty typical of metal industrial fan blades. So I think that's, oh yeah, and I forgot to show you guys the box is right here. So this is the thing that the blades came in, and then the motor was like in between these two styrofoam pieces. This is like a warranty registration thing. J-hook's still in here. Canopy was like on top of the motor, and the blades were on top of here, and I don't know where the choke was. That was kind of like out of the box by the time I got it. Here's the manual, which of course, if you'd like to read anything, you can just go ahead and pause. It's not really that long. I know this video is already quite long, so I'll try to be as quick as possible here. There's no copyright date, so don't know what year. Actually, there might be one on here. Registration card. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I completely forgot. This is for some reason labeled under Homer. Where was it? It's on the box. It's like, maybe it's not on the box. I don't know where it was. Was it on the manual? I literally saw it. It was like Homer Distribution something. But, oh, here it is. Homer Group. So yeah, that is the company that relabeled this fan. I completely forgot to mention that. So, yeah, don't know what year it's from. And then, of course, that actually could be why there's no logo or label on the choke here. Here's the choke. And inside, if I can get it open, I think the screw... There we go. Transformer. And then there's the knob and all those connections there. Of course, I checked this wire here. It's not broken or anything, so I don't know why it doesn't work. And I could have sworn it worked when I first powered it up, so who knows, maybe it blew. But yeah, this video is pretty long already, so I think that is just about it for this one. That is the View-Fan or Homer group 36-inch V36L, or possibly Summer Breeze 36-inch metal-bladed industrial slash residential ceiling fan. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video.